The choreography, the camaraderie, the fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Oh, easy pickings there. Maldini venturing down the left. Pass somewhat off target. He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for the run. Oh, important interception. Schmeichel clears without hesitation.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Well, nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's good running with the ball. It's a promising position. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. De Rossi. And here's Vieri. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looking for options. And the shot! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! A finish of true class! And Milan have the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Good read, needed to be. De Rossi. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Maldini scooting forward. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, nicely intercepted. Messi. Gullit.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Vieri. Ambitious ball here. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. And here's Vieri. De Rossi proves too strong. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Maldini gets into a good position. And he's claimed by the keeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That has not gone well.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's not got that quite right. A probing pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maldini. And it's Messi. Bullet. And it's De Rossi. Played back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Vieri. And it's been played through. He's got away. Tries a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's been hooked away. Threads one in. Xavi Alonso, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Pullet
4.
is behind this one.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Pullet! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pullet, time and again they are repelled. Pullet has given away a free kick. And it's Lam, hangs one in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Throw it. And that's definitely not his best. Vieri, it's a pretty loose pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh no, that was never going to make it. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well,
It's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Maldini. Can he get on the end of this? And across it goes.
that's good defensive concentration.
Rossi gets it away. Now it's Ferran Torres. So what can they make of this? Just about up to the hour now. De Rossi. De Rossi wins the duel this time. Now it's Hazard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Rossi. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Vieri. Pass is just off target. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. Xavi Alonso does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Strokes it back. And he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
On the through ball. Oh, just skips past it. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Goes for goal! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Paraguay with the corner, they're first. Bonucci is there, and he can get that clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 16.
Milan are making a change now.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Vieri. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ferran Torres. Paraguay are looking to break at pace. Gullit. And it's Koeman. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Iniesta. And he was alert to it. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. Schmeichel sends that a long way. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vieri. And here's Neymar. Gullit. Oh, that's superb. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Not the most accurate pass. And that will be the final act. Paraguay cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle.
It's Sneijder! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's definitely not his best. Thuram. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Terrific save by Abbiati. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Vinicius Junior! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Vinicius Junior quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Ambitious ball here. Always onto it. Vinicius Junior! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he gets rid in a hurry. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Berbatov. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And the pass is intercepted. Mateus. Thuram wins the duel this time. Now it's Eto'o.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Seedorf. Looking tidy in possession. There's the shot! He's got away with one there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game.
It's Eto'o! Can he spark a counter here? Fletcher does really well there. He is strong. That's a super give and go. He's having a pop! And one more try! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feed.
Sneijder! They want to be quick to recover this. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Thuram clears it away. The ball swung in. Sneijder. And it's Roberto. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Messi. Berbatov, and the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's put pay to the danger.
Van der Vaart really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vinicius Junior powering forward here. Great vision. Pass is just off target. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well-timed, excellent interception. Schmeichel gets it away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking to play him in. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Probing pass. Now it's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's with the keeper. Mateus. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Paraguay are looking to go forward now. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, there's the clearance. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paraguay leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paraguay have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 9. Número 10.
So right back into the action.
Messi.
Paraguay currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Número 17.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not...
Chance! Paraguay come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Seedorf has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Mateus. Cafu. Sends it crossfield. This is a promising build-up. Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now, can they get him away? That looks a cracking ball. Chance, surely! Cafu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Shoots! Roberto Carlos attempts a clearance. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Adriano. Iniesta. Well read, nice interception. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Van der Vaart. Roberto Carlos. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Taken back almost at once.
Wrexham really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
De Rossi. No luck with that dink over the top. Defending of the desperate variety. That has not gone well. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Haaland. He'll try from distance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 7. Número 13. Entran número 22.
It's going across goal.
Número 21.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Cambio.
Van Nistelrooy.
There they go, hunting again. Paraguay are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Wrexham are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
Now it's Haaland, and he's worked it through. Oh, well played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. De Rossi is there to clear. That's an imaginative pass.
Wrexham really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Hazard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played into space. Now that looks a decent ball.
Paraguay really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Great chance! And he stuck it away! And Surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paraguay have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Rijkaard stood his ground strongly. Can he get it through? Cross into the box. Oh, what has happened here?
Well played and well cleared. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And time is up. Paraguay can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to following this. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal with Messi.
Eto'o! That's really well cleared. And here's Eto'o. Oh, it's Eto'o! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Achiampong. It's Belletti. And it's Messi. And he goes cross-field. Ronaldinho. And no, he's seen through all of that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pinches it off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Eto'o. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's a little off target. He's trying to hit the front line here. Schneider. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Looking for the run. This might spell danger. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a good run down the left. And he's been shifted off it. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vinicius Junior going after that. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's been drilled in. And that was very necessary. He'll try from distance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Still goalless at the moment. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Messi. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paraguay with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Ball is over the line. De Bruyne. And it's Thuram. Messi. Stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira. And it's Schneider. Messi. For De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball.
Paraguay certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And this is De Bruyne. Seedorf. Eto'o. Over to the right flank.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram. Rijkaard. Guardiola. De Bruyne looking understandably energised after his goal. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And he Plays one through. Here's Ronaldinho! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that's played in low. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Paraguay go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Señoras y señores, en la entrada principal del estadio pueden comprar souvenirs de este partido. Cambio en Paraguay. Número 10, número 13, número 3.
Away we go again.
Número 7.
Paraguay can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, good-looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Eto'o. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
No, there's no going past him this time.
That's good play from him.
And it's Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cambio en Paraguay. Número 30, Messi.
Tries to pass it through. Cross into the box.
Cambio.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that is going out for a goal kick. Guardiola. Now it's Haaland.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Iniesta. Now it's Neymar. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he was quick to react.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vieira. Now it's Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Cruyff. Rijkaard. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Cruyff. Good, strong midfield running here. And it's Rijkaard.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Real chance!
And that's a real chance missed.
Cruyff fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Eto'o always looking for that half a chance. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Can he get it through? Belletti. That's Guardiola. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Belletti.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for
Messi! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That has not gone well. He's found a way through. Cute ball now, how can he reach?
Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
just when they...
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Neymar, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Paraguay have done it. Their people...